And you do notice, like, okay, so it's snowed, you know, since previous nights, so things are kind of covered. But since you guys are very perceptive, you notice that there are kind of like indentions, like running in a line, like a double line, kind of like in this one specific area. And as you follow along to these indentions, you see a spot in the snow that's kind of like bottomed out slightly. And as you kind of like pull some of it away, you see that this was a hole, like it's a tunnel underground. Like a very like, it's not a very smooth tunnel, but it was a massive tunnel.
Okay, is anybody familiar with a tunneling creature that has fire?
I mean, Jorgensen, you come from the mountains.
You think I would?
I would hope so.
Gonna roll for that?
You don't have this kind of,
Insight?
you've never lived in this kind of area.
Oh,
So I'm
I've lived
assuming
in
I
this
don't have
kind of
anything either.
Okay,
I
well,
don't think any of you are from an area that
would you want me to send
this.
Percy down there just to...
Oh, I mean...
You guys can see if you can roll a history check.
Is it like a continuous tunnel?
It kind of like bends, but yeah,
Is
it's
it-
not
So
so
it
big
just
enough.
keeps going
Yeah.
from what they
Natural
see?
one.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I got 13.
Yeah, we're not getting anything.
No, okay.
Yeah, you guys don't really
8.
know what
No,
this
okay.
is.
I could send Percy down there and see what he sees.
I mean,
He does have dark vision.
I could...
It's not exactly like it's big, but there's like a lot of rocks and stuff on the side, and it kind of like takes a bend under there.
Okay.
So I mean, you could try this.
I could transform into something that could fit in there easier. That would be make our lives a little
Okay,
simpler.
just be careful.
I will be. I mean, I'm hoping since it favors larger prey that if it were in there, it would not be bothered by me. So
One would hope so. Just
something small.
cockroach.
I guess. Okay. So I'll just kind of turn into a cockroach.
Cockroach.
And scurry down the tunnel.
Scurry.
Again.
This tunnel is very extensive. It goes far.
Okay.
It goes very far. So you get a good ways down there, and you can tell you are very not close to where you were already.
Okay.
Do you wish to continue?
How much time has passed?
It's been a good like 6 minutes. You've been going through there, almost 10.
Right.
It is a tunnel.
Okay.
And you eventually come to a few spots, like a spot where it's like a couple different tunnels, like a couple different spots. But you do notice,
I was about to say, can I
as
perceive
it
anything?
kind of directionally, generally, you do realize that it's kind of gone from this field kind of down closer to the water.
Okay. Can I tell, like, through my little insect senses, if one tunnel in particular is closer to the water, or can I do a perception?
Just,
check?
you can kind of, if you kind of
Smell.
make like a nature check, I guess, kind of perception maybe.
Okay.
Nature, perception, either one is fine.
Okay. Okay, sweet. All right, I got a 19.
19? Okay, that's good. So you can tell that the one kind of, so there's like 3 paths, and the one that kind of goes to the right is the one that goes closer to the water.
I'm gonna go to the path to the right.
Okay, so you continue down that way. And as you do, it kind of comes out actually at the base of kind of like the cliffs, kind of where the ice is at the bottom. And a lot of this, it's gotten very muddy at this point, and it's almost like slightly sunken, so whatever this was, probably you can't enter from this spot again. But you kind of get down there at the bottom, by the lake, by the ice, and you look down there, and you see there's kind of like a hole in the ice.
Okay.
So many holes.
Well, I guess I can't. So, interesting. And so how far down? I'm assuming like it's pretty far.
Yeah, so I mean like, this is like a giant cliff from the top down to the bottom, probably like a good 100 feet, something like that. So I mean, it's gone through that.
Alright. And I can't, is there anything else that I can see, any like kind of prints or anything?
Kind of the same like double, like it's kind of like little depressions.
But, so it's like 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, well I think I know now that it's obviously something that's water, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back before people get super concerned.
Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and she's still not back.
extensive tunnel.
I'm a little afraid.
Me too. I don't like seeing a big chunk of these, whatever they are. Rothe? Okay. Of the Rothe, just, no.
I think we should maybe regroup.
No, yeah, but we can't regroup without, I mean.
That's
you know.
true. Yeah, we can't leave endurance.
Oh, but you mean regroup with Maynard.
Oh, yeah. I assume they have what they have dealt with the
Yeah.
curse business.
I think after, yeah, when endurance comes, we'll go back to them and then come back at night when this thing is a little more active.
Mhm.
There's no way I'm going in that dark hole, no offense, but
Yeah.
it seems very cramped, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so about that time, little cockroach screws out.
Okay, so I'll come to the top of the tunnel and change rack. And I'm like, I'm assuming I'm totally just covered in like mud and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
you look gross.
I'm just be like, okay, well, it's a big tunnel. I think that's already a little obvious. Whatever it is, obviously spend some time and some of its life in the water. As the tunnel, at least one of the many different, passageways in it, I followed it and it came up to a cliff, and down below was a very big piece of ice missing out of the lake.
It's kind of in this area right here.
Right.
So, and I saw more of those impressions, the two kind of lines. I don't know what could have.
It's kind of like little dots.
little dots.
Little dots, like all
Okay.
the line.
It does, some kind of, I'm like, I've never seen anything that, I mean, if it was a centipede, I've seen interesting
Yeah,
things,
sure.
but something that's in the ocean or in the water, I've never seen anything like that.
Well, Morganson and I were saying maybe we should regroup with Maynard and Silas and come back when this thing is more active in the
I
evening.
agree, we could almost do Percy's recon, because I very much doubt this is something that flies, so,
You can perch here and keep an eye out.
that sounds
I
good.
guess come back
Yeah,
when you see something.
that sounds good. Okay, I guess we go regroup with the others and hope they have more success than we do, because this looks like a rather large undertaking.
So can I command Percy to stay here?
Sure. Do you want it on the ground in the air?
Well, like in a tree?
Um,
Oh, there's not really a
not-
tree. Is there
There's
like
Big rock?
a big rock? Is there
sure.
a rock?
Sure. There's like a kind of like
Oh, can
a.
he go in the barn? He's a barn owl.
Yeah, sure. He can perch himself up there. Now it's not super close to that field, but I mean, if he's got pretty good vision, Al's got
Yeah.
good vision.
Just on top of the rock.
Or you can stay. Or
You can. We'll get him to patrol. Yeah,
Okay.
Patrol. Yeah.
Petrol.
Yeah, that's
Patrol.
Wait,
Patrol.
you.
Get him some petrol.
Anyway. Okay, so all right. You guys, are you making your way back into town?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's cut to Mishra and Buddy. So you guys have walked through town and you've kind of gone through this. Well, Aberon Square is a nice area. That area over there is even nicer. And you cross this little river and you make it down this long kind of winding path over to this chateau that sits kind of over on this cliff. So it's very fancy looking over there. And so she's like, wow, this place is like nice. This is fancy.
These buildings are very intricate.
Yeah. So this place looks kind of like that picture. Yeah, there you go. The picture that's on there, that's what you see. Except with steeper roofs too, because snow. So it's snow-capped, and you can tell that they've kind of got it like festooned about and decor, and kind of, it's cute. Anyway, homey. And you roll up, and there's kind of like a gravel entryway with like some nice bushes in the middle, whatever. And there's guards posted at the gates. So you guys approach, and Misha's like, are you gonna do the talking?
Doesn't matter to me.
They look kind of scary. Do you want to talk?
Sure. I'll go.
Okay. And so you approach them, and they're like, what business do you have here?
Hello. We're here to do pest control.
Oh, you're the pest control guys.
Yep. And gals.
Oh, of course, I should have. My apologies. Buddy's just a cool dude. And so, he's like, very well, where are your credentials?
Credentials.
Credentials.
What? What credentials?
Perhaps papers saying that you are pest control people and not just some ruffians trying to break in?
We just saw a poster. With a visit.
Hold on
Let me
just a
pick it up.
second, let me...
I don't know.
We're just some nice youths. Just wanted to help out.
We're just nice. That's all. People.
Trying to make a quick buck and get out of here. You know.
Let me look up something real quick. Let's see what Misha has here.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Ooh, it's crack. Why does my voice keep cracking? Oh, okay. I'm not a big fan of that.
Gosh. Be more worried about that one.
Okay, hold on. So, let's see. Sorry guys, hold on. Okay. Mishra goes and she's like, oh, I have our credentials. They're over here. And she looks at Buddy and kind of winks. And she's like, they're right in my bag. Oh, it's a mess. Let me get it real quick. And she walks over to the side, and you see her like kind of like rummage through her bag. And she's like, this is gonna take a minute. Literally, it will take a minute. And she like finds a piece of paper finally, and then you just see her kind of like, and she's just continuing to do this like. Okay. And she comes over and she hands a piece of paper and it has like a bug symbol on it. She's like, these are our credentials. We are quite official, you see. So she's gonna roll a deception check.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Come on, Misha.
That's a
He
little
looks
sad.
at it and he's like, this is just a bug on a piece of paper. This doesn't tell me anything. And she's like,
Just a bug.
and so she says, okay, let me get the official papers.
Oh my god.
And so she goes over to the side and let's see. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So she goes over there and does something else. She's like, okay. She's kind of sweating. And she's like, okay, this is our real credentials. That was just our business card. And so it's like a very well kind of put together like piece of paper with like kind of very official looking symbols. So let's see if this one works. He says, okay, this looks a little better. And so he says, okay, very well, you can go on up. And so you guys walk forward. And she's like, oh, sorry that took so long. I'm sweating back there.
No, you got us through.
Yeah, thank you. So you guys walk up together to the door, big doors, and it opens, and you see a well-dressed woman there, and she's just like, yes, I'm assuming you are part of the pest control team?
Yes.
Yes, you can come in. And it lets you enter, and she takes you up to the side, and she says, yes, we are in dire need of somebody to take care of our rat infestation. We have a very bad rat infestation. I need somebody to take care of that immediately. It's in the basement, I'll show you.
Okay.
And so she takes you guys down there, and you get into the basement. What the heck? Okay, turn it off. So she takes you down there, and as you guys get down there, it's like a big pantry or whatever, and you can just see there's like little rats and stuff everywhere, and you're just like, ugh. And so she says, as you can see, we have quite the problem here. We just need you to get rid of them.
Okay, I think we can take care of these.
And please make sure they don't come back.
Of course.
I'll leave you to it. And so she walks up. And so Mishra is just like, rats? I didn't know we were gonna have to deal with rats. Oh no! and she's kind of like, and so she's like, oh, what do we do? I don't want to go.
I don't like rats either.
Oh no.
We could probably create some traps if you want to gather some resources. I could.
Yeah, good idea. Oh.
Yeah.
And so she kind of goes around and she's like, oh, what kind of things do you need?
Probably some wood, or I don't know, some boxes. Yeah.
And she, like, you see her and she's like grabs some crates and she's like standing in one now, so like the rats don't get her. And she's like kind of sliding it across the floor and like getting other crates and she's like, okay, here you go.
Okay. And then I kind of try to create.
Roll an engineering check.
There's an engineering check?
can't
No,
wait
but
till
Buddy's
you get
gonna
to your
have
stuff.
one now. Buddy has one now. It's intelligence, and then I'll give you have like some tools.
Okay.
Because
Proficiency.
proficiency,
Absolutely cannot wait
Yeah,
until we
your
get to the
intelligence
extermination
modifier
part.
and
Yeah.
then your proficiency.
But he's just gonna like manifest a gun at me.
It's not a
Shoot
it's not
through
a
the
gun,
crate.
but
Sure,
We can wrap it.
That's just
Okay.
that's
Plus
just my
4,
imagination.
plus 3. That's 20.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my
So
God.
you whip up. What does your trap look like, Buddy? Tell me.
It's like a box with like a little stick and some trees or something.
Some poo?
Just a box,
Sorry.
stick, cheese with your 20 engineer. That's very funny.
It doesn't
It's
have to
very
be
effective.
complicated.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
it
has
is
to be
quite
It
effective.
just has to work.
Yes. So you get it set up, and so almost immediately, dude, these rats are just like, yo, this is it. This is my home now. So they run up there and immediately like wham bam, you're getting one, you're getting another one. You get like at least like 10 rats. You have, like,
Gross.
yeah, you have like 10 rats now
Are they dead?
trapped in these boxes.
Oh no. Sweet. Looks like we've got dinner for tonight.
Oh my god.
She's like, buddy, she's like, buddy, do you eat a lot of rats where you come from?
If I have to, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I can eat that.
Tastes better than you think.
Well, if you say so,
You
maybe
won't
I'll
even notice it.
let you cook some for me or something. Maybe you know how to do it. And so, you successfully have these rats trapped. Now, what would you like to do with them?
I'll probably just like keep them, but like alive.
Okay.
And then
It's like a
probably
black
cook them
box.
later.
Start eating each other.
Cook them later. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Cannibals. Oh,
Just start eating. They're on the box.
that might happen.
They're actually very communal.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh yeah, rats.
They don't eat each other?
No, they're very
It's just
communal.
hamsters.
Oh.
No, yeah, hamsters are like
Hamsters
especially the Siberian dwarf.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
Hey.
Why is it just like tater tots like?
Eat each other.
Tater tots. That's so good.
Well, anyway, so you successfully trapped the rats, and so do you want to make more to like just leave there or what? What would you like to? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave a couple
Okay.
just to make sure they don't come back.
Yeah. Okay. So you go back upstairs and you see this lady again, and so she's like, "Did you get it done?"
Yes, indeed we have.
And she's like, "Let me inspect." And she like looks in your little box and she says, "This is good eating."
Would you like a couple?
I'll let you have one. I have better food here.
How generous.
She says, "Okay, here's your payment," and she gives you 50 gold.
Ooh.
Dang.
In the cash.
That's a ticket. That's a ticket. The golden ticket.
First one's to get money.
I know.
Daniel eventually. Buddy makes you.
Uh,
That's insane.
and so she's like, Okay, I'll see you out.
So realistic.
She escorts you out. Meanwhile, with Maynard and Silas, you guys have traversed the town, and you go through kind of Worktown and everything, and you are taken over here.
We passed them on the way there.
Actually, yes, you see them on the road. You see them on the road, kind of through the farm field. So you see them like across the field.
Hey!
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 Hello. Sufficient.
Have you had better luck than we have?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Same here. Yes.
This is Kira Love.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Kira, love
Nice to meet you.
Are you the cursed one?
to meet you.
I don't want to answer that.
We won't.
He's the cursed one.
We come near y'all. We're next to y'all now.
Oh, where are you taking him?
Where is it?
To the fjord of the spirit fjord, the spirit of the fjord.
Correct.
Yes.
What's his affliction?
He like holds his hand out and he like produces a flame.
Whoa, cool affliction.
Is that supposed to be a problem? It's pretty cool.
Silas tried to fix it and it didn't work.
It's not a curse.
Well, how am I not surprised here? Well, we ran into some trouble. Apparently the beast we see only comes out at night, and we could probably use your help with it.
Of
It
course.
took down half a...
I think that was the plan, was
Big
for everyone to
That's right.
regroup.
Yes.
There's possibly a centipede dragon.
Also,
Wow.
it
Yes.
might come from the fjord as well. So.
Yes, potentially. Yeah. Maybe this spirit of the fjord has something to answer for being. And I'm just like sitting there for a minute or standing there and be like, interesting connection though. Be like, so he can produce fire, and we noticed that there were some singes, like burnt areas on the carcasses of the animals that this creature killed. Wonder if there's
You
a.
notice him kind of picking his nose.
I'd be like, so I'm just kind of like, does your spirit of the fjord have any, I don't know, associations with fire by chance?
I mean, sure, I guess. Spirit of the fjord is just kind of a watcher over of our people in this land.
Have you seen the spirit of the fjord?
No, I mean, it just dwells among us, they say.
Oh.
Do you know what killed these animals?
Animals? No. Killed? No.
Seems interesting. I don't know.
Oh
I'm
Well,
I'm
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Elodie-
suspicious,
yeah,
so
Elodie is
I'm gonna
sus.
roll something.
Guys, sometimes I don't mean to be sus when I talk.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I rolled
I
bad
think
anyway,
it's
so.
just a nose picker.
No, I think so too.
It's
It's
just a
weird.
mouth breathing, fire
rolled a
shooting
5,
from his
so-
hand. I feel like we could use him to help us.
I rolled a 13. I don't think I'm gonna see anything.
Seems normal, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I don't think he'd be big enough to fight.
No, I don't think it was him. I
Sidebar?
just think it's interesting that
We
there's
could
he
throw
has fire on his
keys there.
hand, a fire power of some kind, and that there's singe marks on these. Jorgensen, what is it?
She already shut it down.
Yeah,
So-
don't worry about it.
Okay.
Keep going.
What
He
were you
was-
saying?
He was saying that we should use the boys' bait.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it the
He
voice?
didn't say that. I just did that.
It's just like over voice.
It's like 4 levels.
Well, I'm hoping you didn't hear that. What I was saying, I do not suspect the kid. I really don't think he has the power of changing forms anyway. It's more of a druid thing. I'm just a little suspicious that he seems to have fire power coming from his hand all of a sudden, and there are singe marks on these carcasses. It just, especially since this creature comes from the fjord, which he apparently granted his. Do I know that yet? Actually, hold on. Wait, do I know the fjord?
No.
Okay.
You didn't tell me.
It seems that being y'all are bringing him to the fjord and that he has some sort of connection with his fjord spirit, it just makes me wonder if there's correlation. I don't know.
It's a very fair point.
Well, let's go find the spirit.
Take
I
us-
agree.
Take
yes.
us to where it happened.
Okay. Okay. And so he goes and leads the way, and at the top of the kind of cliffside, there's a little shrine kind of carved into the stone. Like there's a stone kind of on the cliff edge, and carved into it is like a symbol, pretty much like his on his hand, except just like slightly different. Very old carving, and written is like spirit of the fjord and like some like verses, just kind of like some phrases, whatever, thanking it for protecting their town. And so he's like, this is where it's happened.
Can I like look over the edge of the cliff and see if I see anything in the ice below it?
You look over the edge and like it is icy under there, and it is kind of the spot where you guys were. A little farther up, I'll say, because that's why you guys can see previously. Close-ish.
What does the
Okay.
shrine look like the symbol and stuff?
Kind of like one of those.
Is there any writing or anything anywhere?
Somebody do a quick religion check.
Oh,
I've got like none.
I have some.
Lodia does not.
Oh, okay. I have. What's that? I got 15.